get yourself started, introduce me, and then I'll...
Ladies and gentlemen, there's just been an impact in Milestone Wrestling. Nick Nitro is your new World Heavyweight Champion. At this time, I'm bringing in my special guest for the first show at Milestone Wrestling, the voice of violence, Jason fucking Dentino. Hello, Mr. Dentino.
Mr. Crystal.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good, buddy. How you been? You know, honestly, known you for years.
Yes.
You know, I've given you a lot of heck.
Yes.
But you're still one of my boys. So, and you said to me, you said, Jason, would you like to be on The Voice of Extreme? And this is The Voice of Violence. Why, heck yes. We'll be out in just a minute. We're doing a quick little interview.
See y'all, it's after the show and he's still getting business, man.
What can I say?
And he's busy with Mr. Chris.
Alright, so I hear you have some questions for me.
Yes, sir. Sure
Text me,
do.
Dino.
Okay.
And then once you finish your questions, we'll knock out those announcements that we were talking about.
Okay.
You will get to be the first person to display them on the internet.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Dentino.
It's me.
How did this man that's been to IWA Mid-South, IWA Deep South,
Yeah.
how did this man get into this business?
How did I get into this business? I started out like everybody else does. I'm a wrestling fan. At heart, I'm still able to turn off my smart brain, wrestling smart brain, and watch as a fan, which is a nice thing to do. A lot of people can't do it. So my uncle took me as a youngster to a lot of NWA shows, and I got hooked.
Back in the day, shit.
Back
right
in the
there.
day, we're talking Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express.
Yeah.
You know, actual legends
Yeah.
in the sport.
Yeah.
I actually got to talk to Arn Anderson as I was like 8, and I got to actually talk to Arn Anderson just at random. He just walked up beside me and asked me what I thought about the Rock and Roll Express. But anyway, so I started, as a fan watching. Then I began attending UWA shows up in Lenore. They needed somebody to sell toys and stuff, so I brought my toys and my t-shirts and all that other, set up, sold it, made friends with there, Thomas, Mike Manson, a lot of the guys, much props out to Roger Knight. Got at it for a little bit, and then started going to MWF in Lincoln, met up with Levy, me and him became boys.
Mike fucking Levy.
Worked with ROD for a while, decided, hey, you know what? If Aaron Ace can run a damn show,
Damn Kippy.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That ain't looking good. We best hustle.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Okay. How is it to work with Mike fucking Levy?
It can be challenging. You may have heard of some of the things that he's done. The Levy incident. And
Yeah.
Kind of
Props out to Mickey Knuckles.
Kind of partially my fault. I told him that it was a good opportunity to go in there and do that, and
Which I thought it was good too.
but it was it turned out that they were scumbags and shitheads, and they acted like shit and beat the hell out of my boy.
He made Mickey Knuckles famous.
He really
did.
did.
She not go to TNA right after he got that?
and then she broke her leg and she's
Yeah.
been nowhere since then. Okay, I mean honestly, I look at it this way: I've got more positives from working with Mike Levy than I have negatives.
Yeah.
He's energetic, he's enthusiastic, he's smart about the business. A lot of people treat him like he's untrained, and it's ridiculous. Levy is highly trained. He's an excellent mat wrestler, and quite frankly, I enjoy.
I wrestled the motherfucker, and he's extreme.
You're damn right. All right, what's the next one?
Who do you think is better as a tag team, 420 or Death Proof?
That's a toughie. I mean, honestly, personally, as a tag team, is what we're talking about here, not as a stable.
Yeah.
Tag team. I'm gonna have to go with 420 because technically, a lot of the times with Death Proof, they have tag teams in there, but they aren't. Their main focus. Main focus is always on Levy and the world title. Next.
Okay. Who's better, Mr. Crystal or Jerry F. Coffee?
Okay, who's better at what? I mean,
Wrestling, man.
wrestling. Well, it's clearly Mr. Crystal.
Thank you.
I mean,
I told you.
Jerry Coffee, I love the man to death, but he can't take a back bump.
You can't tell you can't do a leg drop, man.
Well, I mean, look, it took Aaron Hess 2 years to learn the leg drop. What are you talking about?
Still can't do it.
Yeah, wait. Next.
Okay. What would have been the name if it wasn't Milestone Wrestling?
Actually, I would like to answer that one, but I'm holding on to that.
Okay.
Because I got a really good secondary name that I'm considering using for a secondary fit.
Okay. I know and you know. Would you step back in the ring as a wrestler?
Actually, there is a coming show where I myself am going to step back in the ring against my longtime opponent and current DJ, Sam Hain. Me and him are going to reunite our old feud, and we're going to see if we can do some of the bring back a little of the old magic. I loved wrestling. I'm not particularly good at it, but
You're hardcore.
I'm hardcore.
This is the voice of extreme.
Ass woman.
He's extreme.
You know, I'm good flaming tables. And pumpkins, of course.
Okay. I know you've had TV time. What does the future look like for Milestone Wrestling?
Well, that will be part of the announcements we were going to make. First and foremost, you may or may not know, Milestone's really never been much for bringing in outside talent. We like to develop our own guys from within. But we, as a group, have decided that we're going to change that this year. We are bringing in on March 31st here at the Hickory National Guard Armory, TNA superstar Gunner.
Hickory's own.
Hickory's own. He is coming in, and I'll be honest, I don't know who I'm going to have him face yet. I wouldn't
Be
do
awesome,
that.
dude.
I wouldn't do that to you,
Be
man.
awesome.
I mean, he'd take your head off.
No shit.
Let's see. I also have. We were lowering the prices
Yeah.
here at Milestone Wrestling. We're going to drop the price back to $6
Shit.
because we understand that the world's gotten a lot tougher.
The economy sucks.
The economy sucks, and gas prices are rising and all this other mess. And we want to, give back to the community and allow more people to attend the show. So we're going to lower the price from $8 to $6 as a way to, to try and get more crowd. That's always the goal. Wrestlers want to be performing in front of as many people as possible.
Okay, before we end tonight's show, let's tell all the fans out there watching YouTube and Facebook the big announcement that's coming up.
What was that?
Motherfucker, I'm the new commentator for Milestone Wrestling! That's
See
right,
this right here?
Mr. fucking Crystal teams up with the voice of violence, Jason Dentino.
And we're gonna do some cool stuff.
We're gonna fuck them up out there.
Because you know what? This right here, this is an announced team.
We're the good old JR and the king of Milestone Wrestling.
I guess I'm JR.
I must be the king then.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jason Dentino, the voice of violence.
And I'm the voice of extreme, Mr. Crystal. And that, my friend, is crystal clear.
Cha-chang.